Hi, solving the Rubik's Cube is one of the easiest things known possible of this earth. But not only solving one side is the answer, solving the whole entire thing. A Rubik's Cube can be as tiny as a dice, or as tiny as itself, or as big as I can't fit in this. There are Rubik's Cube who have 6 sides. Rubik's Cubes who have 6 sides still, but instead of being 3 times 3, there are even more. There's a 15 times 15, by the way. We'll today be looking at how to solve one side of a Rubik's Cube. So that means one side. So in a dice, if we were solving a Rubik's Cube, it would depend on solving the 5 side. Not the 4, not the 1, not the 3, not the 6, not the 2. We'll only be solving the 5. So, let's close up on this 5 and see the notations on it. But it's a dice, so we can't really do anything about that. But what we can do is focus on what we really have. Today we'll be solving the whole entire Rubik's Cube. I'm kidding. Once I get 100 views on this video, I will, at that single second, I'll start a video and I'll upload it of how to solve the whole thing, explanation in kids' words. So yeah. And one in adults, if you guys really want adults. Kids one is a little bit easier to understand, although it still shows you how to solve it. So yeah. Anyway, so let's get started. All right. Let's look at the main things about a Rubik's Cube. But before we do, we got to find out the color we're solving, because we're going to solve all of the colors, but one by one. So like we solve the green. Then once we're done solving the green, I won't care about ruining that green, and I'll come over. And then I'll come over and I will solve the Rubik's Cube. Yeah, and then green will be ruined. So it's basically just about me showing you how to solve a Rubik's Cube halfway, which is like one way. So, and one way means, it means one way. It means one side only solved. So I solved green, and then that means the yellow is ruined. It's splattered everywhere. I have a speed cube right here if you guys want to know where I got it. Amazon is the best place for this credit. Moving on. Speed cubes are one of the easiest cubes to solve things on. They're fast, first of all. They don't make a noise, number 2. And I love them, number 3. And they're awesome, number 4. They're awesome, number 5. They're awesome, number 6. Anyway, now we got to figure out the color. So 1, 2, 3 is going to be either red, blue, or white. 4, 5, 6 will be green, yellow, and orange. So let's roll the dice. 1. So that means we're either solving red, we're either solving blue, or we're either solving white first. Now we'll roll the dice again. And this time when we roll the dice, 1, 2 is going to be red. 3, 4 is going to be blue. And 5, 6 is going to be white. Let's roll it. Let's see the number. It's 1. Let me just do something. 6. Oh, so we have to solve white. I am totally kidding. The number we got is 1, and we have to solve 1. You guys see that dot? It's so cool. It's like a little animation. But anyway, let's get zooming out and let's get started with today's video. So let's get started. We're going to be solving the red side. I'll just shuffle it up a little bit just in case. There's a special technique that I use. Actually, I don't use a technique. Usually on YouTube, there's only videos of how to solve the whole YouTube cube. I don't think there is a video that tells you how to solve one. But if there was, I would be showing you a technique right now. So really, I have no idea how I learned this. It really just matters on the person itself, because the person itself focuses on the person itself, and that makes that person strong. I was just copying a line. I was just saying a line from a little movie. Anyway, it's called, not that, but we'll get to that later. Today's video is just solving a Rubik's Cube, one-sided, so let's get started. 1 equals. I didn't catch the dice. We have to find the dice now. Uh-oh. Oh, I found it. Okay, we're solving red. Let's get started with today's video. Ooh, let's see what's red. My shirt is red today. I am totally kidding. It's purple. Purple matches with red and blue. So what it matches with that? I have a red notebook that this is standing on, if you guys don't already notice. So yeah, guys, it's fine. It's totally can you keep an eye with my fingers? There we go. All right, anyway. Solve the red side. So, how to solve the red side, I guess, is to look at the pieces that have the notations. Now you ask, why in the world are notations, girl? Well, gal, I'll tell you what rotations are. I'm actually laying down right now. So, yeah. Notations, you ask? Well, I guess they're little stuff. They are the directions. Like if you look at the star, the northern star is right. So we need to go to left or we'll bump in a mountain. That is a notation. So this is a notation too. There's a special notation to solving this. Now, find the red middle first. Then mix up if there's any other color you've solved already, or while somebody else in your family has solved it. Like I have one solved, so I will mix it so none of the colors are solved, because that makes it a little bit harder, and I want to make it harder so you guys know every kind of situation. And if when you know hard, you know easy. So yeah, I want no line to be solved. Anyway, so I kind of feel like this is solved now. So starting, guys, find the red middle, like I said. So the red middle is right here. And remove any red corners. So remove any red corners or edges. Now, you're like, what in the world is edges? What in the world is corners? Well, I'll explain. What am I here for? Anyway, so edge pieces have 2 stickers. Corner pieces have 3 stickers. And center pieces have 1 sticker. Just to let you know, you're not solving for stickers, you're solving for notations. And by that, I mean you're solving for pieces. Not for, I keep saying notations. You're solving for pieces, not for, wow. You're solving for pieces. You shall not solve. Let's take us. Now, start by finding the red middle. Again, find the red middle. Make sure no edges or corners are there. That's the technique I use, although it would be easier. Now, I'm going to solve the red corner, red side, and I'm going to totally show you guys that it is possible. It may seem impossible for the first or 2 times you do it, but once you're done, it should be like a little done. So how I learned this is I went from, I hate this, I'm so frustrated, I don't know how to solve it, to solving it in literally this. much time. So solving a Rubik's Cube isn't about thinking about what you guys need to solve. It's about what you guys want to solve. So now let's just mix this right up. So while we're solving, I want you guys to always see the opposites, meaning the orange center is always opposite of the red center. The yellow center is always opposite of the white center. And finally, the blue center is always opposite of the green center. So now, once you know that notation, just practice a little bit times without looking. Blue is always opposite, blue is always opposite green. Orange is always opposite red, and yellow is always opposite white. Done. So you're asking, why in the world do I need to learn this? How's this going to help me? Okay, let's do this. Once you're solving, and while you're solving, you're going to be solving and you just, here's the color, where's the yellow? Blue, where's the yellow? And instead of looking like this and just being slow, you guys can actually look at the white and you're like, oh, right there. Dummy, myself. That means yellow's here, so white's here. Always opposite of each other. So if you guys already notice, the middle, meaning the center pieces, don't move. Now I'll just mix this up real good. Shoot. All right, let's keep going. So we were solving red, I'm guessing. Find the red middle. Can't. Always look at the orange. And solve red. Perfect. Red is always going to be surrounded by blue, yellow, green, and yellow. But never surrounded by orange because it's on the opposite. Now, let's get started. So first, let's look at the edges. Examine your face. See if you can find any red sides. Where I am putting my fingers into places. I'll go slower. Good. You found it? Perfect. Now, if you didn't find any pieces in the edges, we'll talk about that later. But if you did find any, just leave it there. Now let's move on. So, since we're learning about the edges, I'll look at the edges. And we have one. Now, we're going to leave it there. And let's say we have a little corner piece here. We'll move it up. We'll move this up. We'll take this down. We'll move this here. We'll take that up. We'll move this way. We'll move that down. We'll move that way. But for now, we're not going to have any edge pieces. So you guys saw what happens when you have edge pieces. Now we're going to learn what happens if you don't have any edge pieces. Look and examine